Hello and welcome to a Planet Coaster video. In this video I'm going to talk about how to create a waterfall in a Planet Coaster. I'm going to begin with a simple thing. I'm going to explain how everything works. For this I'm going to set up a small wall. So you can see that how the physics work in this game. I need a wall. Doesn't matter which one. Gonna let it stack a little bit like this. That's good. Now, before I gonna continue, to play the game as smooth as possible, I set the settings for my graphics to low. At this moment I have high. This is good for taking screenshots. I have an average computer, an i7, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 2 gigabytes of graphic card. So it's a medium computer, but I want to run the game as smooth as possible, so I set the effect quality to low and the texture quality to low. Just for the example, and from far you don't see the difference, so it doesn't matter. When you go up close, you see that the texture is just a picture. See, but for the game it doesn't matter. At first you need to go to scenery. Over here you need to take the special effects the icon, click it, and then the water. Of course we're gonna need water for waterfall. We have multiple options here. You see the special effects. I'm going for a fountain splash. It's the first one over here, the light green, bluish. And you see already it's going berserk. The important thing here is that you need to know that this works on physics. As you see, the water is falling down to the ground. When I place a double wall, look at this. It's falling down, you see? And it also is going a little bit sideways, but it's okay. Now, this is a beginner's part for the waterfall. Now, if you want, you can select this one and turn it a little bit with advanced move. And then you have this rotate button. You can go all axis. The green one you can do always. The blue one is a different one. You can aim it like that. See. And now I have the large one, so this is going really weird. And the red one is a good one. You need to point it down like this. You see it pouring down. So you need to understand that it's going downwards because of the gravity. Sorry. If you put it up, you see it reacts and goes a little bit shorter than that. It goes further and further and further. So this is the basics you need to know. Let's delete it. So I'm going to set the daylight only. So now we are going to create a landscape, which is just a small mountain with a lake underneath it. Just as an example, you can do whatever you want with it, of course. I'm gonna set the size a little bit bigger, maybe the biggest. So let's create a mountain. The reason why I set the settings too low is because this is eating a lot of memory of your computer and a lot of processing. You see that it's not pretty at the moment, but we're going to that for later, so I'm gonna save that for later. I'm just going to create a small mountain, nothing fancy. As you can see, we're going this way, this way. Now I'm going to create a lake over here, but first I want to have a little slope. You know that when a waterfall runs down, it goes like a little slope in between. Oh, that's not a good one. I need to push it down. So like this. The intensity is really high, so it's like this at the moment. So this is my water basin. Let's put some water in. Now when a waterfall hits water, it's not calm water, it's rough water. So that's a important thing. Here we have it. The lake is already here. Now the waterfall. I'm gonna raise the terrain a little bit more here. Nice. So we're gonna head over to scenery. We're gonna take the special effects again, the water, and now you have to think about it how you want a waterfall. You want a really hard waterfall from the top to the bottom. Then you have to take the large one, like this. Now you see it doesn't go all the way down, doesn't matter. I am going to turn it a little bit to the ground because now it's going a little bit upwards. Like this. You see that the water is going everywhere here. I don't know if you can. Oh, look at that. That's better, I think. Now, this is a good part to go really low. Like this. Now what I do is I take more of these. That's okay. Maybe a little bit smaller so the water doesn't go, or maybe go bigger. Now I'm placing these all over this. I'm going for a waterfall that actually is a stream inside the mountain that comes out like this. A lot of force, as you can see. But as you can see, it doesn't reach the bottom, so I'm going to do this. Gonna put all the fountains everywhere here. This is a really rough one, but doesn't matter. I'm going to the bottom. What you can do at the bottom is go for smaller ones. But you can see how small it is already. So this is my basic thing here. Now, to make it more realistic, because it's going everywhere here, I'm going to put up rocks. I'm going to the tab for nature, and you have all these rocks here. Now the good part is you can stack them like this. They turn, so it covers up already the splashing of the fountain itself. But there's a little bit coming over here. It's not bad because in real life water goes everywhere it can, so I'm gonna put it up like this. As you can see at the moment, this is really ugly. The texture is gone because I put it down to 0. So look at this. Now it's going good. You can take other ones as well. Now for the rest of the mountain you can put rocks up here, so it doesn't seem like the rocks are coming from nowhere. So I like this, like this, like this. As you can see, now it almost hits the water here. I'm gonna put a few more big ones here. So now this is my basic thing. The waterfall From the front view it looks quite good. The side view not. I have this one over here that's going really berserk. Maybe I can transfer it more in, turn it a little bit more, like this. Good. Now it's okay if it goes like this, because when the water hits this rock it goes everywhere. So now yeah. So now for the contact of the water, you see here it hits the water but the water doesn't react to it. That's okay, we can still adjust it. We go back to the special effects and you use these water sprouts. Now what this does, as you can see, it goes a little bit up. I'm using the small one over here and I'm gonna put a few over here. Now this is gonna give a little bit of effect that the water is really hitting the water. The waterfall is really hitting the water, like this. Maybe a small one over here. I'm going to insert this one into the water more. We don't want to see the nozzle itself, so this is a little bit good. Now I am going to add a final touch, because the water doesn't always fall the same. Depends on the pressure and everything from inside of the rocks. So I'm going again to scenery, and then you have these rings. What they do, splash sometimes. Let's see. At various times it goes like this. I don't know if you can set it. No, you can't, but okay. For this one I'm going to use the small one, see? I'm going to place it over here. Now what it does, it goes up, as you can see. I'm going to select it and turn it a little bit to the front. Gonna do this. And now it's gonna splash a little bit outwards, as you can see here. Going for more. Maybe even more than that. See, it's gonna create mist over here. I'm going like this. This is a good thing because this is quite random. As you can see, it goes quite random over here, so it doesn't look like it's all set up. Really good. Now you can go. This is only the waterfall. You know, waterfalls are mainly in forest or on mountains and everything. So yeah, to make the scene complete, you go over to trees. Not a palm tree, because that's not a thing in the wood. Well, you can, or look at this, these kind of pine things. I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna turn on the texture after I set everything. Look at this. Gonna take some other ones as well. Like this, that's good I think. Maybe something else. Maybe finish this with rocks or something, because we know that nature carries rocks, that the water carries rocks with it. So I'm going to go this. You can also turn them if you want to, but for this video I'm not going to. The fun thing is that it stacks into the other rock. so it kind of gives a unique thing. So like this. Again, the texture is off at the moment, so this is a basic thing. If you walk in front of it, you see a waterfall like this. See that the water here is coming through the rocks, but it's okay. So I'm going to turn on the textures and everything to high quality. I hope the video can take it. If it doesn't, I'm going to make a screenshot. Let's set this to high. Effect to high. The effect is the water, and the texture is the texture of the rocks and the trees and the ground and everything. Gonna hit apply. The frame rate will be off, I think, at the moment, but oh, I'm going underwater. Now you see this nozzle still is up, so we're gonna place it more into the wall or into the water, but for this I'm going to do this, going up. Now it's in the rock, you see? So this is it. This is my waterfall. It took about, I think, in total of 15 minutes. Beautiful scenery. You can place a coaster over here, place some shops or some benches over here. Really quiet and really nice. So yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to make more like this. Please subscribe and like this video if you are helped by this. Now I did it in a slow way, but this can take only about 5 minutes to make, so it's really fast, really easy, like you see. The water's coming over here, doesn't matter. Water is something you cannot control. At least not in this game. So yeah, see you in the next video.